Let's have a quick conversation about which business models you are considering. So, there are really a couple options that I want to walk you through because what you are working on most likely fits into one of these options. So, the first business model option you can be looking at, and when I say business model here, I mean tactically, how are you going to be making money, right? Tactically, how are you going to be making money here? So, transaction fees is one way that your business can make money. This is like the Uber model, right? So an Uber car drive might be $10 and Uber takes 1 to 3%. Usually that's kind of a range where transaction fees often are, takes 1 to 3% of that transaction. So the way that they make money is taking a percent off of every transaction. You also might see transaction fees being a little bit higher, where you kind of see them being a little bit more like a commission kind of rate. And so it's a little bit more on the 20 to 30% kind of range. But transaction fees, where you take a piece of every transaction that happens, that is one way that your company can make money. So another way is for you to do a monthly subscription. You've definitely heard of this option before. And a high monthly subscription is usually considered something above $49. A low monthly subscription, something below $49. I'm just giving you a benchmark so that you know if it's a high monthly subscription or a low monthly subscription. Okay, another way that you can make money is to have a one-time or an annual fee, right? Something that just at least once a year gets paid, or just one time and they never pay it again unless they want another transaction. They have to do a one-time fee again, right? So one-time fees, if you want to think about high fees, high one-time fees are above $600, low are below $600. So just again, wanted to give you a benchmark here. Freemium is another way that you can make money. It's another business model. And a freemium model means that you offer your service free to most people, but then there is a paid tier that's the higher premium tier that people pay for, right? So you have a free tier below. Most people are going to use the free tier, and then a small percentage of people are using that high paid tier, and they're paying you. It could be monthly or it could be one time in the freemium model. And finally, ads are another way that you can make money. So you might notice, by the way, that free is not on this list. Free is not a business model. It's not how you're going to make money. So a lot of times apps that are free make money with ads. And that is where you go to a business and you say, hey, you should pay money to put your brand in front of my big, huge audience. Pay me money and I will put your brand in front of other folks. So that's the ads model as well. So one thing you should know, just a couple quick notes before you tell me which one of these business models you're thinking about. So one thing you should know is that you can have one business model that overlaps some of these elements. For example, you can have a freemium business model. We have multiple tiers, and your high tier is a monthly subscription, right? That's okay. That's still one model. It's still considered one model, but it kind of has elements of more than one thing. However, what you should not do is have two different business models working. So it's one thing if your one business model has overlapping elements. It's another thing if you have two different business models. So two different ways you're going to charge your customers, for example. So it's not good if you're going to have a monthly subscription, but also take a transaction fee for things that people buy in addition to their monthly subscription. You want to really focus on one core way that you're going to make money. Later on, down the road, you can add additional, but for now, just pick one business model to focus on. Cool? All right. So I'm getting ready to ask you which one of these models you're going after. So take a quick look at the options so that you know and get them pinned into your brain.